Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, now we're all wired up. We're ready to party. The greatest thing about partying is that you don't have to go nowhere to party. And nowhere is
and I had a little spot on my lung. I ended up in the hospital. I became an observer because I couldn't participate, but I could watch and learn.
How tough was it growing up in Canada?
I never knew I lived in poverty until someone told me about it years later. Because when I was there, everybody was on the same boat. So we lived in between the country and the city. We had
There you go, cheech and chong.
Okay, now we're all warmed up. We're ready to party. Okay. The greatest thing about partying is that you don't have to go nowhere to party. And nowhere is a cool place to be
Nowhere is a cool
because
place.
you're already there. You're going nowhere. This is going nowhere. Who you are depends on where you're going. So you have to
Depends
go
on where you're
somewhere.
going.
Bring someone along that knows where they're going.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody, have a guide. Bring somebody along that knows where you're going.
there's certain things you can't do on television. And we made a list of them. We're going to do them all.
Cheech and Chong started the whole hard rock comedy craze. They've set an all-time record for comedy records sold.
And now it's time for America's favorite daytime fun show. Let's make a dope deal.
I gotta ask you about the drugs because I know both of you experimented very heavily.
It's not hard to see what drugs do to you.
Make it rich.
Well, you
They make you rich. The hairpiece. You got a hairpiece? Oh, you get the hairpiece.
You heard about the new death penalty in California? You have to stand between Cheech and Chong for half an hour.
You have been busted. We got busted for obscenity.
You did?
Yeah.
Obscenity?
Cheech and Chong, just honored as the comedy team of the decade. Their films have earned close to $200 million.
How many movies you have planned for the future?
17.
Are you a one-joke team?
No.
I get two jokes.
Do you have any views on politics?
We're not into sick humor, right?
Just sick humor.
Do you ever argue?
No.
Yeah.
No, we just
Yes.
we don't argue.
We argue.
We discuss.
We argue.
Don't argue. We discuss. Don't you feel that you're contributing to something illegal in this film?
I certainly hope so.
We'd like to contribute to the growth of America and the stunting of the growth of America.
The growth and the stunting. You like to contribute.
How you guys get together?
Hey man, I'm a little bigger than this, man.
It's all
Yeah.
seeds, man.
I think I ripped off.
Gentlemen.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, we'll get together.
Hold on. Wait. Where we going? Where we're going, we don't need no seeds.
Tell me, what is it about Cheech that you most admire?
Cheech.
Cheech is very up to date. He's like a TV set I can tune into at any time and find out what's going on. He's like a wife that, thank God, I don't have to go to bed with.
Okay, Cheech. What is it you most admire about?
He always surprises me, you know. He always knows more
That's
than I
what
think
I'm
he
right. The
knows.
best
He has
nets.
this little Gemini personality,
Cheech.
so he's real
Cheech.
right on the track and then he's
That's
off in the stars. It's fun to follow him both places. You never know what it's going to be. Oh, well,
Follow this train for a little while, see where it goes.
See where it goes. Where we're
They're in the
going.
desert, Tommy. I don't know, man. He just said the desert.
Well, the desert's a big place, man. Did he say any particular spot in the desert?
Dave told me.
What did he told you?
He told me
Dave?
in the desert.
Not a name, not a town, not a place.
Dave
not
say?
You know, he said something about a joint.
What did
I
Dave say
remember
about
that.
a joint.
joint?
Well,
Got a joint?
you got a joint?
Are you two what people think you are? From,
Rovers?
well, that's not what I mean. But I mean, people think you're too crazy, you know. You're not.
No,
I saw
no.
you backstage. What are you really?
We're very serious.
Very
man.
serious.
Very serious.
It's quite an unlikely pairing because, Cheech, you are Mexican-American, born in Watts,
Mm-hmm.
and you are Chinese-Canadian,
Well,
raised
half
in...
Chinese.
How in the world did you ever get together?
It was a mix-up at the green card office.
Friggin' Cheech and Chong, man. Gotta love it. See if it's still doing the thing. It may or may not. I don't know. But all right, let me see how long will Cheech and Chong ride?
Shit, I had a joint. What did I do with it?
Come on, you must have old joints in your pocket.
Are you fucking with me? You got a joint. You always got weed, man.
I never have the joint. I always smoke the weed that you have. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
I can't believe we're in the desert without any weed.
Don't worry, things will work out, man. They always do. Something will happen.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Something will happen. Something's going to happen.
Culture.
Whatever.
Well, if you're satirizing it, does that imply that you can see something's wrong with it?
What it is generally just portray it as it is.
See,
You know?
there's no set rules because you never know. Like a lot of people say, it was wrong for this
Rules.
guy to go to jail.
Where we're
and he was
going,
normal while he
there
was in
aren't no
You know,
rules.
because people's experiences, man. How can they say they're right or wrong? You know, it's what people go through what they need to go through in order to, in order to get some use of living on Earth. You know,
Oh,
so
the best
how can we
place.
make any judgment.
The best.
All we can do is
Yeah, find out what
just
the.
be funny.
Yeah. Freaking.
My whole being, my success, my life dates back to my earliest memories. One day, my brother and I were walking down a dirt road.
So. That's the intro. So what are we in? It's a 2-hour-long movie that's about 7 minutes in. Yep. All right. I don't want to go too far. I'm going to drive too far. But they keep going.
You got two choices: New York or Los Angeles, and LA. It's about
Absolutely.
warm.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's easier to start in LA than it is in New York.
Was that a period that you had to go through? Was starting in LA? Sure, everybody has to go through it. In LA, I mean, choke problem.
And I saw them at the Comedy Store, and I said, they belong in the movies, and so I got to do something about it.
Howard Brown was a real fast-talking New Yorker, and he wanted to be in show business. I didn't like Howard Brown that much because he was just so sleazy. Tommy liked him because he liked those kind of sleazy street guys. That were in retrospect, you looked at him, he was perfect for Hollywood.
Howard was like a bona fide Jewish gangster from New York. He dressed like a gangster, kind of talked like a gangster. He had that New York sensibility. There's always a way to do things.
That's from Chinese.
I loved the man. And him and I got along really good.
They have a problem with
We finished Nice Dreams. and then we went into things that took all over. On the other movies, I would write. Cheech would go on vacation. Howard would make the deal, and then we'd come in and shoot. But this time, Cheech wanted to be involved in everything, and he didn't want me to direct.
I want to go back to the desert.
Tom Ellison was the editor. I said, "Okay, Tom, you direct. You will go down as a director. I don't care, but I'll actually be the director."
Jesus Christ, John. It was this kind of replacement.
Cheech. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Now let's get the record straight. You and Tommy Chong are no longer working together.
Just not right now. We're taking a little hiatus and we're doing individual projects we wanted to do for a little while, and probably get back together and do something, after a while.
And that's what happens when you break the thing like that. It's broken.
I told you when you walked away that, hey, I still want to make Cheech and Chong movies, but I'm
that's
sorry.
bullshit.
I said, I'm sorry. I thought I was.
Yeah, you're really stretching it.
Please, Tommy.
Tommy Chong is and the millions.
That's what happens when you put
The
some
gold
dudes in the
mine
car
at the
together.
end of the wall, the Cheech and Chong team is no longer his team.
We're sort of in the middle of the divorce, and I don't have another woman yet. Well, you were mad because I didn't want to keep our career going. I didn't want to keep you directing. I didn't want to keep doing Cheech and Chong movies. I'm going to do it. By the way, when I finish this one, I still want to go back and do Cheech and Chong movies.
The older members of the band solo albums that coming back into the band.
Well, we're not a band.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
We're absolutely a band.
Cheech, that nice people on both sides argument does not work with us.
Oh my God.
And Chong doesn't work as an extra,
I'm not doing this anymore.
Cut.
You gotta be kidding me. What the hell do you think you're doing? Ever hear of safety? I've been listening to you guys all day long, and I don't care who you are. I want you off the trailer.
Okay, how you
Life, baby. That's what life is.
My knee.
Life.
Do that. Shit. You're jumping off that